Well, you might recognize that intro. That's the song called Sweet Melissa, the Allman Brothers. I grew up listening to this song. I think it's one of their best. And boy, Greg Allman, what a voice, man. You know, besides the fabulous instrumental, you know, all the stuff that Dwayne and Dickie did. But that's when I first heard Greg's voice ring out, and I thought, man, that guy's got the soul, that Southern soul. So I'm gonna show you just the bones of it right away, and then we'll get down into the little changes that happen during the verse and then the chorus and the turnaround, and then there's a short bridge as well. First thing I want to show you though, and this is pretty cool, there's a lot of open strings ringing out on this, and I'm gonna actually do it the way I saw Greg do it when he played at the little club called the Sweetwater in the valley where I'm from. So rather than make an E this way, which normally is fine, I'm gonna have you make it this way. Okay, so I'm gonna have your second finger on the second fret, your third finger on the second fret of the A string, tuck your pinky, second fret of the D string, and then your second finger on the first fret of the G string. Okay, so that's, like that, okay. Okay, and the strum, it goes like, typical. I hope you can follow that. That's a pretty common strumming pattern. I don't do the up, down, up, down, up, down. It gets too confusing. Just follow what I'm doing and you'll get it. Play along with the record. So the first chord is an E chord. The next chord is an F sharp minor over E. So you still let that E ring out. You come up here and you got your third finger on the fourth fret of the A string. Your pinky is tucked under fourth fret of the D string. And then your first finger, which makes it a minor, second fret of the G string. And everything else rings out. Cool, huh? Beautiful chord. Got it? So it's... So you go from an E, an F sharp minor over E. And the next one, all you do is move up one whole step. Same exact chord again, and back down. So that's kind of that's the feel during the verse. So it's time slowly for you. And by the way, if you decide you want to do it without a pick, it sounds like this. Which is cool, kind of cool. It's a little bit softer of a sound. But I think most of you probably do use a pick, so I'm going to continue on that way. Then the next part of the verse goes to an A, B minor, C sharp minor, and then D, and back to E, and climb back up again. And it goes to an A, then a C major seventh, and B seventh, back to E. You might be saying to yourself, hey man, you traveled through that pretty quick. Slow it down. I'm going to slow it down for you. So here's the second part of the verse. So I'm going to show you how it goes into that, and then I'm going to slow down that second part for you. So here's your F sharp minor, G sharp minor, does the change A, C sharp minor, A, B minor, C sharp minor, and then D. A, then bar chord, B minor, C sharp minor, one step up, and then D, back to E. Now you can hit that E that way or this way, and really matter. I went through that way because I'm used to doing it, but I would recommend continuing with the pattern, the E we just laid out for you. Back to the F sharp minor. There's your light. And then it goes to an A. Now this A I want to show you because it looks just like an E chord, but all the way up here on the 7th fret. That being the 7th fret there. 5th fret here, right? I like the sound of that. You can do a bar chord if you want. I kind of like the strings ringing out though, because it gives you a kind of a continuum, so. And here I'm gonna, some people do they'll do an 8th fret, you know, up to the 8th fret of C, then to a B. And that sounds okay, bar chords. But what I'm hearing is a C major 7th, and I like the sound of the. That's what I saw Greg do when I saw him do it. He played it down here. So that's nothing more than a C chord, and lift up your first finger and let that B string ring. Pretty chord, isn't it? Now, if you want to make it sound fuller, put your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the low E, pinky, 3rd fret of the A, 2nd finger, 2nd fret of the D, and then let the rest of them ring. There's your C major 7th, then B 7th. You know that one. Okay, let's go over what we've done so far, and then I'm going to take you into the bridge, okay? So I'm going to play through what I just showed you. I took it apart, I did it slow. Now I'm going to do it up the side. Now let's go to that A. This one. It's just like an E chord, but up here. And then we'll go to our C major 7th. To B 7th. Sweet Melissa. Song to jam with, by the way. You jam with that all really good. If you're playing jam with friends, you can just do that over and over. Alright, let's take it to the bridge, shall we? The bridge goes, it just happens just once in the song, it's E to D. D. B major, okay, C sharp minor, and here I do that same A that I've been showing you, and then I would move up now to the 7th fret and do a B like that, like the way that rings out. So what am I doing there? I'm doing exactly the same chord I showed you guys. On the A, and then B. But this time I would hit my thumb on the 7th fret of the low E string. I like that sound. If you don't choose to do that, you can go. Just hit a B, or B7. Back to your E. Okay? So let me do the bridge for you one more time slowly, just make sure you got it. E, D, A, up to B major, bar chord, C sharp minor, A, shows you. Right back to the beginning. Rich man go. Jets flies from coast to coast. And here it rise at E minor, C sharp minor, D. Now let's go to that D major or C major 7 and rest on the B7th. One thing I will show you is something I do when I play it live. I play with a buddy of mine, Brooks, and when I do the bridge, or when I do the rising part of the verse, you know, where it goes. And when I hit the D, sometimes I'll go. Kind of a cool move. So all I'm doing is hitting the D chord, and I'm fingering these notes. The 3rd fret on the B string, 2nd fret on the B string, 3rd fret on the B string, 2nd fret, the F sharp on the high E. And the way I make that work is I go, and then I hit the D and I come down on the D and I go, and land on the E. So it's like a chordal melody, right? Choose to do that. So that's it. That's Melissa by the Allman Brothers. I think I'm gonna give a separate lesson on how to do that kind of chord progression and maybe some connective tissue, you know, that you can. Stuff. I call it special sauce. So hit me up at jimmydillon.com. Check out my Jimmy Dillon experience if you want to join me for a whole lot of stuff that's available at my website. And thanks for coming in, tuning into this song. I just love it. Sweet Melissa by the Allman Brothers. We'll see you down the road.